It was the Arabs who called this land Bamidunya, the roof of the world. Here, 10 of the world's highest mountains stand within a radius of 25 kilometers, and these many peaks form one of nature's most imposing fortresses. It is a stunningly beautiful place, but it is also a battlefield. Since 1984, India and Pakistan have been at war here, on a front line more than 20,000 feet above the sea. Why should nations fight over such a place?
The basic question is of the agreement that Pakistan had with China related to the border that had been demarcated and agreed upon between the two countries. And India had not accepted that. They found an opportunity to create a doubt in that agreement. And they exploited that opportunity somewhere around 82. That is the time that we had no doubt in our mind that this is our area. And being a difficult area, we had never stationed any troops here. But when we found that Indians had intruded into this area, that we came over. And we have certainly no doubt in our mind that this is our area, and we'd like the Indians to vacate it and go back to the established line of agreement with India, which finished at NJ 9842.
The world's 4 greatest mountain ranges, the Himalayas, Karakoram, Pamirs and Hindu Kush, meet in northern Pakistan around K2, the world's 2nd highest mountain. The Siachin glacier flows east off K2 across the ceasefire line declared by the UN in January 1949. In 1984, Indian troops crossed this line and occupied the lower slopes of the glacier. Pakistan, enough, moved troops up to stop them. But these troops have to be made ready, hardened for such a battleground. They have to learn how to survive at such altitudes. So special training schools have been set up in the Hindu Kush, where the soldiers of the Pakistan Army are taught the techniques and skills of mountain warfare. The terrain which these men will later face is a daunting battlefield. No army has ever fought at such heights before. As well as the extreme cold and problems of operating at high altitudes, there are many other dangers. Avalanches, landslides, blizzards. The enemy is probably the least of their worries. To prepare for the hardships to come, to help towards acclimatization, the soldiers are taken higher to another mountain warfare school. Here, they are hardened against cold and snow and ice. They learn to live and fight at 20,000 feet and more.
The majority of the people here are from the plains down below. They're not used to such heights and such weather. But after a period of time, their training and their acclimatization, they are sturdy enough, they are motivated enough, they've got enough determination to overcome all these problems, and they're doing an extremely good job.
Keeping the troops supplied is a major logistical problem to be overcome. The F-16s of the Pakistan Air Force patrol these mountains and keep watch from the skies, but they cannot directly help the soldiers dug in far beneath them. But these immense cargo planes, C-130s, can help the troops, making airdrops of arms, of food, of medical supplies. And these planes are just one of the links in the supply chain, a chain which stretches from the plains of the Punjab to the highest of the high peaks. As well as supply drops made by the C-130s, convoys of trucks move supplies up towards the front line. They drive laboriously along the Karakoram highway, over fragile bridges, up unmade mountain roads to depots in the valleys. There the roads end and the glaciers begin. At the depots in the valleys, men and mules take over. It is they who must now carry arms, ammunition, and rations higher. These primitive but effective convoys travel on narrow, perilous pathways carved out of the mountainside. They are secret pathways, used for centuries by these mountain men and their forebears, and often the paths are hundreds of feet above the valley floors. One slip can mean death, but convoys like this are another essential link in the supply chain. Once the supplies have been dumped at depots hidden deep in the high valleys, the helicopters of Aviation Command take over. Now it is only the choppers that can sustain the vital lifeline. It is they who will carry men and materials to the roof of the world. From the base at Dasu, the Puma helicopters, modified to extend their operational ceiling, carry fuel and other essential supplies up to Gore, a base on a cliff above the Baltoro Glacier.